Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UTEP Miners and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So UTEP's offense will get first crack at it today. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. And off to Jones.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
And the Miners are threatening on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Colson. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Northern Illinois' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And he's dragged down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give to the back. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. The option, the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Back to throw, it's Colson. Finds his man, it's Henry. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Here's the pressure, and they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the... Right back to it. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. And off to Jones. Maybe some room here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw, it's Colson. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
With the catch, it's Fowler. There's a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they...
Snags it, and there's running room.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Husky. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Jones. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense set for a 1st down play. Off play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Brought down, but he has enough for the 1st down right at the 43-yard line.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more...
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Miners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Colson. Wideout trying to get it in. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And that holding penalty is going to make things more difficult. 2nd and goal coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead now 5 here in the second. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Fowler. That should be the final play of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Miners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
They punted away on fourth down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Miners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And that one will give them the lead. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They want to throw it. Bringing the heat. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The run inside. It's Jones. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Colson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Runs through the tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Got the quick completion. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
No.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. Makes one man miss. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Rogers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Huskies! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Rushes on him. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
The sure hands, it's Brown. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position.
There's some room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Miners have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That last connection just a hair short of the 1st down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The short hands, it's Bryant. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, and nowhere to run.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here it does.
Fires it down the seam. He's got it along the sideline. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Colson. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. The run inside. It's Johnson. Shakes off the defender. He now has 62 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Nice move to keep running. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. And he scores! Touchdown, Northern Illinois. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. looking for a man. It's Colson. Got his man down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was.
Looking deep. Intercepted, number 19. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Running inside, it's Johnson. Got enough for the first. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Oh, yeah? Sorry.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.